The music in the club was still pounding, but something had changed. Moments ago, the stranger had been standing in front of me, his dark eyes locked onto mine like he could see every thought inside my head. Then the crowd shifted. Someone stumbled between us, and when I looked again, he was gone. My heart was still racing when I heard it. A scream. It cut through the music like a knife. For a moment, I thought I imagined it. Then I heard it again. Amy? I pushed through the crowd, ignoring the annoyed looks from people dancing around me. Amy, I shouted again. The scream had come from the hallway near the bathrooms. The music faded as I stepped into the narrow corridor. The flashing lights from the dance floor barely reached as far. The hallway was dim, almost quiet compared to the chaos of the club. My footsteps echoed on the floor. Amy. No answer. Then I noticed something strange. One of the doors at the end of the hallway was slowly swinging open and closed, back and forth, like someone had just run through it. I walked toward the door slowly. My heart was pounding harder with every step. Amy, this isn't funny. Still nothing. The door creaked again as it moved. When I reached it, I pushed it open. The room beyond was empty, just a small storage room filled with boxes and cleaning supplies. But something on the floor caught my attention. A phone. Amy's phone. I picked it up with shaking hands. The screen was cracked. Amy, I whispered. The silence in the room felt heavy. Then I heard a voice behind me. You should not have come back here. I turned around so fast my heart nearly stopped. He was standing in the doorway, the same man from the club, tall, pale, perfectly still. His dark eyes locked onto mine again. How did you? I stopped. Because I hadn't heard the door open. He was just suddenly there. Where is she? I demanded. He watched me carefully. Your friend. Yes, Amy, she was here. He stepped into the room slowly. She is no longer in this building. My stomach twisted. What did you do to her? His expression darkened slightly. I did not take her. Then who did? For a moment he said nothing. The silence stretched long enough to make my skin crawl. Finally he spoke. Something worse. The words hung in the air. What does that mean? I asked. His eyes shifted toward the hallway, then back to me. There are others. Others. He leaned slightly closer, and when he spoke, his voice dropped lower than before. Others like me. My breath caught in my throat. You mean vampires? He didn't smile. He didn't laugh. He simply looked at me and said quietly, Yes. The club music suddenly sounded distant again, like the world outside the room had disappeared. You're lying, I said, though my voice didn't sound convincing even to me. If I were lying, he said calmly, your friend would still be here. The words made my blood run cold. I gripped Amy's phone tighter. Then where is she? For a moment he studied my face. Then he answered. She was taken. Taken where? He turned his head toward the dark hallway and whispered, Into the night. I stepped past him and looked down the empty corridor. The hallway was completely silent, but at the far end, I thought I saw movement, a shadow, something tall, something watching us. And then I heard Amy's voice, faint, terrified, calling my name from somewhere outside the club. To be continued next Saturday.